Hello everyone, I am so excited because we have some carbon fiber goodies from Euro Boutique, and I've been wanting to install these in our NSX for a long time. So without further ado, we're just gonna go ahead and jump right in. So here is our Euro Boutique carbon fiber piece, and this is the original one, and it's gonna go really well because we have other dry carbon fiber parts, and let me show you those and why everything's gonna match. Okay, so here is our matte carbon fiber door sill, and this is an OEM piece that we installed. And then if you look up here at the steering wheel, we have this dry carbon fiber pieces around the steering wheel, and we think that the dry carbon fiber door switch is gonna go perfect. When we replaced our door handles, we did a step-by-step DIY video on how to remove this door panel. So in this video, we're gonna do it combat speed, and what that means is I'm gonna do it pretty quick, just so we can get this off and we can show you how this door switch panel installs. All right, guys, so you will need two people, even though you technically can do it with one person. When you have two people holding it, you could go underneath. And in my other video, I talk about how to do this, but this is one of those parts that you definitely need two people to make it way easier. And the door panel's off. Okay, we have 26 screws we need to remove. I know that is a lot. We have 23 of these that look like that washer, and then we have 3 of these that I guess people call them pan heads. And I actually bought this old school 90s tool yesterday on Facebook Marketplace to do this, because otherwise my wrist would be hurting. So let's go ahead and take them out. Okay, I've got the screws all loose, and I barely just pushed up with my hand and it's separating. That's what we want, because we want this piece right here. All right, guys, we're gonna remove these 2 screws right here, and that should release this. Now, I did put some padding underneath this part so we don't dent it while we're working on it. 1. And 2. All right, we got these 3 clips that we got to pop this off. 1. 2. And 3. And it's off. All right, now we're gonna be removing these switches, because we're gonna need these switches on our new panel. And I've got a little screwdriver, and I'm just gonna start taking out these screws. And this should release our little switch panel. And these aren't there very tight. These are not on there very tight. And look at that, that one's off. We're gonna go ahead and do this next one. Whee! 1. And when you put them back on, you definitely don't want to tighten them too much. Again, plastic, people, plastic. And then our other switch. Okay, and let's compare our panels. And here is our new panel, and I want you guys to see something. The whole panel is not carbon fiber. it's like this carbon fiber layer that sits on top of it. And I can only imagine the engineering and everything that needs to go around it, because there's so many like crevices and lines and dips and shape to it. So it's really neat. And what we need to do now is we need to remove these clips and we need to transfer them to this one, because we have to return this to Euro Boutique. They put a $300 deposit on this. And so we're gonna go ahead and take these parts off and then transfer them on there. So I've got a pick and I'm just slowly removing this out. And I'm gonna do one at a time. All right, and the panel is ready to send back. All right. So here are two panels that we got, and there is a slight difference. I'm assuming you can't get everything super perfect. This one is like perfect. You could see more of the fibers. This one, it's a little more dull. I'm not sure. I did send a message during the weekend to Euro Boutique asking them, you know, if I need to wipe it down or anything like that. It still looks really good. It's very minor, but there is a minor difference. But I love them. They're going to go so well with the car. All right, so we ran into an issue here. If you look at this part, this is a perfect X, and this allows us to sit here perfectly. And on the Euro Boutique one, there seems to be like some glob or something like that that's on here that's preventing it from sitting in there correctly. So we're gonna see if we could like sand that down, and it's definitely gonna take us some more time now because it's not sitting correctly. Luckily, the cameraman, he knew how to use this tiny little Dremel piece. And what we did is we cut down on this because it was totally uneven. And after about 15 minutes of work, it fits in there. And now it's sitting in there even all the way across. So glad we had a Dremel for this. And look at this, guys. I love this. This looks amazing. And now we're gonna put everything back together. And the way we're gonna do is we're gonna line it up with these 3 tabs down here that we popped out. And the thing about it is we have a lot of guiding tabs, so we should just be able to kind of push it in there and should lock in. Let's see. All right, and now we're gonna put the screws in. All right, we got 1 screw here, and then the other screw over here. And remember, they're plastic, so don't go too wild on them. And just like that, we're in business. All right, we're now gonna slide this piece underneath here, and it's a little funky, but once you get it all lined up, it makes sense. Because there's like little guide tabs right here. And what we're gonna do is we're just gonna go ahead and start putting some of these in here, just so it could hold it. And I can even do it with my fingers. And they should go in there pretty smooth. If they don't, just back them out and try again. All right, we're gonna go ahead and put all these on real quick, and then we'll show you how it looks. Okay, so we put all 26 screws back in, and when you're tightening them down, you'll feel it. You don't wanna tighten them down too much, because of course, you could break something or crack something. So right when you get to feel it, just a little extra turn and you're done. You'll actually feel it. All right, guys, it's time for us to put the door panel back on. I do want you guys to know that these little clips right here, the white ones, Honda recommends that you replace these every time. I did get a bag of them, an extra one of them, but a lot of these still look good, but I did get a bag if I needed to replace them. So I'll put the link in the description for those if you need them. All right, guys, we put all the plugs back in, and it's now time to put this bad boy back in before I show you the reveal. And so that's what I'm gonna do right now, and then we'll show you the finished product. Guys, we are done, and I absolutely love it. It actually finally draws you in and makes this part of the car look special. The car already is so beautiful. Like, it's the aftermarket wheels, the carbon fiber roof, but now the carbon fiber panel kind of guides you in here with the carbon fiber door sill and then the carbon fiber steering wheel. This was perfect. I thought about this for months because I was thinking, what's a good balance? And these are awesome. All right, guys, make sure you check out Euro Boutique because their carbon fiber pieces are definitely cool. Now, we did have to fix one, and for about $1,000, that kind of was a little frustrating, but at the end of the day, the finished product is worth it. All right, guys, thank you for watching. You take care, hit that like button, and we'll talk to you soon.